Hey everybody, and welcome to today's episode of The High Road in the beautiful Ozarks in Missouri, where we are actually on one of my bucket list hunts right here in the USA.
Timber Creek Outdoors presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this.
Oh my gosh, that was unreal. I can't get over it. Boy, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. The colors are just starting to change and it's perfectly windy, and hopefully that'll be good for hunting. But the fall colors, you've got orange and red and yellow and green, and I never thought brown could be so pretty.
The habitat is absolutely perfect. I mean, look at the colors. You couldn't ask for a prettier time of year. I mean, this is the last of October, and I would have thought we're gonna hit the roar right, but we didn't, but that's okay, because the colors make up for it. Everywhere we point the camera, it is absolutely beautiful. In a couple of weeks, these leaves will be gone, but for right now, we're soaking up all this beauty and hoping we can get close enough to a red stag.
This is a dream hunt for me. I've seen my dad hunt these beautiful critters his entire life, and it is my turn now. I am going after a red stag. And I don't think it could be any prettier. We're staying at a gorgeous place and the weather conditions are great. So let's go ahead and get this thing started.
I'm Mark Hightower with Stony Point Farm in South Central Missouri. And right now it's the last week of October. Last year Keith came out and took a great stag. This year he wanted to bring Matti back and see if she could get one. And we're glad they're back.
The hunt I had here last year was nothing short of incredible. I mean, the rut, well, they call it the roar, it was wide open and the stags seemed to be everywhere. And after watching a bunch of them, I finally wound up put one on the ground. And when I walked up to him, I can tell you, there was no ground shrinkage at all.
Hoo-wee! Look at that boy. My gosh, Stephen. Hold on to that. Goodness gracious. Look at this guy. He's got more on his head than I thought he was going to have. Look at how many points he's got. What a beautiful red stag. And if you think that by looking at this that I would be in New Zealand or someplace in Europe, you're wrong. I'm in the Ozarks of Missouri right now. The country is beautiful. The people are wonderful. And the animals, I mean, they speak for themselves. Look at this. I mean, it was a good deal. This is a beautiful animal, and I appreciate y'all very, very much. Beautiful.
Yeah, good one at that.
Mm-hmm. It's a great one at that. The rifle Matty's shooting, it's my rifle. I mean, it's a Timber Creek tricked out Nemo is what it is. It's the executive order. It's caliber, the .308, and we've got it topped off with something special. I mean, this is my pig killing gun.
So Matti shows up with this big, fancy rifle. It's got a thermal scope on it. It's got a suppressor, and it doesn't look like anything people have showed up to hunt red stag with.
The cool thing about red stags is no two of them look alike. You know, red stag at first glance, they kind of look like an elk, but they're not near as big as an elk, but they look like it. And, you know, their antlers are all different. This time of year, they're so much on the move. I mean, although they're ticked off at each other from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, and their vocal is all get out, they still kind of hang out together, and so they're herd animals. I don't care whether you're hunting them in New Zealand or whether you're hunting them in South America or you're hunting them here in the Ozarks. Matty's first hunt was from a tower stand that was overlooking a big food plot. And although there were a lot of stags in the area, there wasn't anything that was even close to being mature.
The stags, they're not in roar right now, so they're really spread out. They're not chasing the hinds a whole lot right now, so we're gonna have to get out and cover a lot of ground. It's gonna be a tough hunt.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, Sightmark, and Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%. The High Road will be right back.
If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, you'll see all kinds of interesting videos that have never made it to TV. And while you're there, make sure and check out our blog for some behind-the-scenes fun.
Now it's time for viewer feedback, brought to you by Protect the Harvest, Protect the Hunt.
All right, this is from Clifford. He's from Arkansas. He sends this on Facebook. He says, I've seen you hunt red stag in their native homeland of New Zealand, and I wonder why would someone want to hunt them in the U.S.? Clifford, that's a great question, but you're way off base. Red stag, their native homeland is Europe. It's not New Zealand. They were imported to New Zealand hundreds of years ago. The reason why they'd want to hunt red stag here in the U.S. is simple. It saves a whole lot of money and a whole lot of hassle. If you'd like to connect with me, all you need to do is go to my website at highroadhunting.com and hit the Connect with Keith tab, and I promise you, I'll get right back with you. The two big benefits about hunting red stag here in Missouri versus going over to New Zealand to hunt them, and I've been to New Zealand many times, those two reasons are time and money. Everybody is stressed for time and money. And so let's face it, if you're going to go to New Zealand, you're going to talk about 2 days there, 2 days back. Just in travel, you're going to have 4 days invested, plus the money on an expensive plane trip and the money in getting your trophy back all the way from across the pond. Or if you come hunt red stag in Missouri, in 4 days, you're going to be done, period. And you're going to save thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Let me tell you about this place. First of all, it's gorgeous. How could you not like it with the beautiful fall colors and these trees and the animals? It's great, but the accommodations are over the top. Miss Sherry is an excellent cook. It's like being in camp with your mama. She cooks just over the top home cooking food. You got cheesy potatoes and homemade fried chicken and salads. It's well balanced meals. And then the living quarters, they're so nice. Comfy beds, cute decor, just everything about it. It's comfortable and it feels like home and gorgeous scenery. Okay, I want to tell y'all how nice this place is. Everything about it is the great room, the kitchen, the food, but I want to show you how nice my room is. This is it. It's huge. You got a nice big bed. You have another bed. It's decorated really cute. You have a sitting area. You have the fireplace. And let me show you my favorite part, which is the bathroom. It is giant. You've got 2 sinks, your own commode, a shower, and a jacuzzi tub, which is absolutely awesome. I don't know how anyone could not like that. It's just a great bathroom, and everything about this place is nice. So it's the cherry on top of hunting at a great place.
Red stag have an incredible sense of smell, similar to that of an elk, and it's for that reason that we do all that we can to eliminate human odor.
Let's go for a walk, Maddie. Go ahead, we got a really good wind. It's right in our face. We're gonna go ahead and work up over that ridge. Try to see if we can get on a stag.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll go ahead and get your shooting sticks here.
The neat thing about red stag is they're all different. The different characteristics on the antlers with the crowns, drop tines, you just never know what you're gonna see out in the woods. And another neat thing about the red stag is their personalities. They're all different. Some of them are super, super aggressive, and they love to get out and fight and wallow in the mud and get all stinky, and some of them stay nice and clean. They'll go out in the woods kind of off to themselves. They're totally different, just like people, different personalities. This time of year when the acorns start falling, the stags, they really split up. I mean, there's no telling where they're gonna be. We've got over 1,500 acres here that we hunt in the Ozark Mountains, a lot of treacherous terrain, and they could be anywhere. If you'd like more information about hunting red stag with us, give us a call or look us up online, thehuntinggrounds.com.
Too quiet.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Pulsar, Timber Creek Outdoors, Legends Ranch, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, and the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line. The High Road will be right back. Now it's time for Gear Care, brought to you by the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line.
Until a few years ago, I really didn't have a whole lot of experience hunting with an MSR, a modern sporting rifle, but now I've shot thousands upon thousands of rounds through them. And so the one thing that I've found is that an MSR, or any gun for that matter, when it gets in extreme cold weather, especially an MSR, when they wind up getting dirty, they start gumming up. They won't function properly, they won't cycle properly. It's for that reason, before you go on a cold weather hunting trip with an MSR, I encourage you to strip the gun down, take the bolt carrier group out, and then take some bore solvent, clean it up real good, take a brush, clean it up really good, and then when you get done, you're gonna wanna spray everything down with CLP very nicely, and then put it all back together again. And of course, use some gun oil in the appropriate spots, and that way, in cold weather, extreme cold weather, when you wanna use your MSR, it's gonna treat you right.
For more information on the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, visit our website and join us on Facebook for more Gear Care tips.
That was really awesome. We had such a good morning. I mean, we had a good walk. We saw some nice stags. We saw a really good one and had a close encounter, but he just wasn't the right one. So we're gonna head back into camp, head back out this afternoon, and I'm feeling optimistic. Let's go. All right, we have done literally everything in our power to get a stag down today, and we just did not make it happen. We got a little picky. We did see some really nice ones, but we didn't follow the shoot on the first day what you'd shoot on the last day rule, and now we're coming up on the last day tomorrow, and the weatherman says that there's a 100% chance of bad weather and rain. So we're gonna go inside, regroup, get some dinner, and I'm gonna say my goodnight prayers and hope that the weatherman's wrong.
So far, I'm pretty happy with the way this hunt is rolling out for Maddie. It's not easy, and I like that. I like her to pay her dues. I like her to understand it's not always a walk in the park. You know, starting out sitting in what some people call a shooting house is a effective way to do it, and there's no question that we saw a lot of red stag, but we didn't see anything that we wanted to go after. Plus, the enjoyment. I mean, I'm all about making sure that we have as much enjoyment as we can. So what better way is there than to get on foot and go after them? So Maddie has seen a lot of different stags. I mean, she's put that rifle on I don't know how many, and it's like every single time she does that, I know Maddie doesn't care about how big a stag she shoots. She just wants to shoot a mature animal, that's all. And I commend her for that. But here on this piece of property, they want her to shoot the right animal. And the right animal is one that's got big antlers.
So we woke up this morning to find out that the weatherman was wrong and our prayers had been answered, thank goodness. When we got set up, we had a gorgeous stag right in front of us, but there was a ton of brush in the way. It was so thick, and you have to keep in mind I'm using a thermal optic, which makes it incredibly difficult in anything thick. needs to step a little bit to the side.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by AirVenturi.com, Liberty Safe, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, and Tannerite brand binary rifle targets. The High Road will be right back.
So this has been really tough with the thermal optics. It's really hard to get a good shot, but it's challenging. And when I finally get a clear shot, the camera guy may not have a clear shot. So we've decided to hold off. We're just gonna wait, take our time because there's no rush. He's feeding right now, he's comfortable, and we don't wanna booger him. I'm on him. He just needs to turn a little bit more sideways. He's looking away from us right now. I know this is a really big stag and I don't want to get buck fever, which is really, really hard for me. So he finally steps out and I'm in sync with the camera guy. I'm recording through my thermal unit and the guide says, whenever you're comfortable.
As soon as you feel comfortable, you have a good shot, go ahead and take him.
Okay, I'm on him. Are you ready?
Yeah. Hit him again. Hey, hit him again. Go.
One more time.
Yeah, go ahead. Hit him. There we go. There, he's down. He's down. He's down. There you go.
Awesome.
Good job.
Talk about awesome. A
Good
hoss of an animal.
Yeah, he smacked him. Good.
Oh, that's a big dude.
It's a super awesome animal. I'm real happy for you.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Well, let's give him a couple minutes and make sure he's down and we'll go get him.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Man, that sounds awesome.
Oh. Sweet. There you go.
Yep, go ahead. Make sure it's clear.
Perfect.
Super.
Oh, wow. Look how big he is. This is awesome.
Yeah, he's a real awesome animal.
Oh my God.
Good job.
Look at the mass on him. That's incredible. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. And this drop tine, he's absolutely gorgeous. Look, he's broke off right there. I didn't even see that when we were looking at him.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
And these are the crowns right here?
Yeah, those are the crowns.
Wow, let's count his points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. By 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 12 by 14, broke off with a drop tine. I'd say this is a heck of a red stag. And I got to stay here in the United States, the good U.S.A. instead of going all the way to New Zealand. And this is a dream hunt checked off my bucket list, so thank you.
Yeah,
seriously,
no problem.
I had a blast.
It's a true trophy, especially right around here. We're more than happy to have you shoot awesome animals like this.
Yeah, and I mean, fill in the freezer, one stag at a time. This is awesome. If y'all are watching online and have any questions or comments, go ahead and post them below. If you're not watching online, head to our website, highroadhunting.com, where you can watch all of our episodes and more 24/7, every day, anytime you wanna. Thanks for watching. Okay, so now what?
We're gonna go ahead and get you back to the lodge. If you would like to help us drag it out of here, cape it out, and get all the meat taken off, you're more than welcome to help us. What we'll end up doing is we'll be caping it out. We're going to get the cape completely off the head, take all the meat off, get it packed in your coolers for you. That way you don't have any problems getting it out of here, and you can take it to any taxidermist you need to, or we'll help you find one.
Perfect.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds great. Let's go ahead and do that.
Now the work begins.
Yeah, best part.
The fun part, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When we walked up on him, I was absolutely blown away just by how massive these stags are. Their bodies are huge, but his antlers were out of this world. He was so massive and webbed, and there was a lot of character to him that I couldn't see through the thermal scope. So it was a big surprise whenever I got up there and got my hands on his antlers. I'd seen him with the naked eye, I've seen him through my binos, but actually getting my hands on them was a totally different story. And seeing all the scars, all those scars on his body had stories, and all those broken tines had stories too. I am really, really happy. This is a dream hunt for me. It's always been my #1 hunt, a red stag hunt, and I did it right here in the USA. And I have to keep in mind, if I chose to go to New Zealand, I would just now be getting there. My hunt would just now be starting if I was lucky. So that's a huge benefit of coming here. I killed in my eyes what's a trophy red stag. It may be huge, but he's gonna taste really good. So it's been overall a great cross off my bucket list.
This has been a fantastic hunt. I mean, everything about it. The weather's been nice, the people are over the top, the meals, the animal, I mean, let's face it, I mean, everything has been wonderful, and I couldn't be more happy. The only thing that would make me happier is to hear from you, and I'd like you to connect with me. Go to my website at highroadhunting.com. You can watch all our episodes right there online. Shoot me an email, and I promise you, I'll get right back with you. My name is Keith Warren, and you've been watching The High Road.